Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to quickly show you some of the things I bought for the pets recently. Most of this stuff is from a website called Scarlett's Parrot Essentials, but some of it is also from Zooplus too. So the first thing I wanted to talk about I don't actually have with me because it's far too big to carry into my bedroom. Also I feel like I'd get it absolutely everywhere, and that is a bedding that I ordered recently. So the bedding I use with my rats and my mice is a hemp-based bedding called Orbios, and there seems to be an issue with this supplier at the moment. Due to the pandemic, I can't seem to get my hands on it, and I wanted to mention this alternative just in case you're also having the same issues, because I can't for the life of me find this anywhere. So when the lockdown first started, I did actually need to get some bedding, and I usually get it from a local farm shop that sells things for like horses, chickens, things like that. I used to get my bedding from there fairly cheap, and then I did have to order it online. I think I ordered it from Omelette, which was pretty much double the price you get it at a farm shop, which was fine. I didn't mind because I just wanted to get some bedding because I wasn't able to go out and get some. And I tried to order an Omelette a couple of weeks ago, and they said they weren't going to have any in until August, which was scary because I don't like a lot of other beddings. I'm really happy with the bedding I use, so I was kind of devastated and I started looking for alternatives. And that's when I stumbled across pretty much the same type of bedding on Zooplus, so I placed an order because I was pretty desperate for some bedding at this point. So this is what it looks like, and I will admit when it turned up I was quite disappointed because I'm really used to having a big bale of Orbios. I was worried this wasn't going to last me very long at all, but it is quite compact within the bag. I feel like it is going to last me a fairly long time, and it's really easy to order more if I need some, so I was really happy I found this on Zooplus. Also the pieces are a little bit smaller than Orbios. It is a much finer bedding, but I think all around, having used it, it's still just as absorbent and just as good. It's not dusty at all, so I'm really happy to have found this replacement, and who knows, I might just continue using this one instead of Orbios instead. So of course, whilst I was on Zooplus, I couldn't help but buy some other things whilst I was there. A lot of the things I also wanted to get were out of stock. I feel like everyone is just online spending their money at the moment. I wanted some cork logs for the mice, but they were out of stock, so I did have to settle on getting them some other things. They do already have one of these wooden climbing frames, but they've absolutely demolished it. The weird thing about this climbing frame, even though I really like using this with the mice, is once they shred this bottom part and kind of peel the wood off, there's some really weird screws in the bottom that stick up, which makes it not safe for them. So I do recommend, if you're going to buy this, just keep an eye on it and make sure the screws in the bottom aren't getting exposed, because that could be quite dangerous. So I did actually end up getting a refund for this because it did arrive damaged. If you can see, this little ledge has a piece of the wood snapped off. The mice aren't going to care, but I still did get a refund for it anyway. And I like using this in the cage just to give them extra things to climb on to get to other levels. And I really like this. As I said, just make sure you don't have any of the nails sticking out. Something else I picked up is this clicker. We already have a clicker, just a basic dog one from Poundland, but I wanted this one because it has a very long stick on the end, which I wanted to try to do some target training, mostly with Crumble. I think he would be really good at it. Maybe we'll even try some agility at some point, but I just wanted a clicker with like a stick and a target on the end just to try with them. I do need to stop being lazy and start training them more, but I wanted to get this clicker because it looked cool, and this bit is extremely long. Okay, so moving on to my order with Scarlett's Parrot Essentials. As you can tell by the name, they are a website aimed at birds, but a lot of rat owners do order with them because bird toys make amazing toys for rats, and I have placed an order with them in the past. I got my foraging wheel and foraging balls from there in the past, but today I mostly wanted to order some more foraging toys just to make sure my boys have a nice variety. I did also want to pick up some foraging toys for the mice, but it is really hard trying to find them that don't have holes they're going to get their heads stuck in. So some of the things I ordered for the mice have ended up being a bit too big, but that's fine because the rats can just make use of them instead. So I did actually have a lot more than this in my basket, but I did try to limit myself. I tried to control myself and not buy too much, and I did have to take some things out, but the first thing I picked up is this Wicker chew toy. So I'm going to keep hold of this bell because if you're watching this with headphones, that's going to be really irritating. But I did originally pick this up with the rats in mind, but I guess I could use this for the mice. They could sit on this and also chew this. The Wicker balls are really good for rats or mice, so I just wanted to pick this up. The next thing I picked up is this really cute parrot chew toy. I think the top part is made of loofah and the bottom parts are made from lollipop sticks. all safe materials for rats to chew on, and I did pick this up for the rats because they do have a bluey green theme in the cage. I know there's lots of other colours in this, but the main part, which is the parrot, is blue. So I saw this and I just had to buy it because I think it's really cute. The next thing I got is actually so much bigger than I was expecting. I was expecting it to be like this big for the price. That's definitely one of the things I would recommend if you're going to purchase from the website, is make sure you measure everything and then measure again and check it's actually the size you want. I'm pleasantly surprised because this is a lot bigger than I was expecting, but just make sure you're measuring things because a lot of them end up being absolutely massive. So this is another type of foraging toy. It just has wooden drawers and then pieces of rope on the front, and the rats have to, it's upside down. So it has these wooden drawers on the front and the rats have to pull the ropes to get inside. Obviously you can hide treats or food in here for them to get to, and we're going to see how well my rats do with this, whether they can even figure it out. It does have air holes that they can smell the food from, so we'll see how well they do with this. So the next thing I picked up is this lava ledge, and this is no ordinary lava ledge. This is like the lava ledges of all lava ledges because it has 2 hooks on the back. So for a while I did actually stock lava ledges, I think by Katie, in my store, but I have had to stop stocking them because I think there's some issue with the manufacturing. These screws tend to come out and then the lava ledge obviously just falls off, and I was finding a lot of people purchasing them had this issue. I've also had this issue myself, so I've stopped purchasing lava ledges and I've stopped stocking them in my store. So when I saw this and the fact it has 2 screws on the back, I had to pick it up to try it. I'm also really happy because, as you know, I have a blue and a green theme in my rat cage, and on the website you can't specify what colour you want, so I'm really happy to have got a blue one. So the next thing I picked up is this chew toy. I had a couple of hanging chew toys in my basket and this one made the final cut. I wanted this one because it has the really cute alphabetical chew blocks, and these also have really cute pictures of acorns, goldfish, insects, really random but really cute. I also like this because the rope they've used is really thick. The rats are not going to chew through this anytime soon and it's not going to go clattering to the floor, so I just wanted to get them something else to chew on, and this one is really cute. So the next thing I picked up is another foraging toy, and I bought this with the mice in mind. Unfortunately I don't think I'm going to be able to use it with them just because of the size. Classic case of me not measuring things, but the wood is quite heavy, and the way it works is they have to lift up this section and get into here where the treats are hidden. I think because the mice are so small, I would be worried they'd get stuck in here and then it close on them, or this bit is going to be too heavy and hit them in the head. So I think this is going to have to go to the rats, which they're not going to mind about. But apart from that, I do really like it as a foraging toy. They have to work out how to lift up the different sections, and I think this is going to really keep the rats entertained. Next up is an even bigger foraging toy. I'm not too sure if you can see it on the whole of the camera. For this, again, I picked up, it's quite similar to the other one because I wanted this one to be for the rats and the other one to be for the mice, but the rats are just going to have both of them. So this one works in a similar way to the other foraging toy. They can either lift up the top and it has all of this coconut fibre stuffed in the middle and you can hide all of the treats in there, or it also has these holes on the side they can poke their hands in. Again, with this I would be worried with the mice that they'd get their head stuck in the holes. So this is again going to go to the rats, but I'm sure they're not going to mind because this one is really cool. It has so many different sections and I'm really excited about this one and using it with the rats. So the last thing I picked up, again, is a classic case of me actually measuring something, measuring it twice, 3 times, thinking I was getting the right size thing, and then getting something that's absolutely massive. I do think this is going to work for what I wanted it for, even though it is a bit big. I just wanted a ladder to attach to the cage door, so when I open it up for free roam, the rats can just come and go as they please without having to do a leap of faith out of the cage or rely on me picking them up. And this is a little bit big, but I think it is going to work. The gaps between the rungs is a bit big, maybe I could add something in for them, but for the adult rats I don't think they'll have any issues jumping between the different rungs. Crumble will probably just jump all the way from the top to the bottom, but I just wanted a big ladder to attach to the cage, and I think this is going to do the job. So I wanted to show you a couple of things that turned up from FurnishBulls recently. You guys know I love using FurnishBulls on my enclosures, so when she asked if I wanted to try some of her new designs, of course I said yes. So she sent me a bunch of tropical leaves to go on the mouse enclosure because right now it's looking quite brown and dark and boring. These are going to do a really good job of brightening it up, and I'm so excited to stick them on. So if you've not heard me talk about FurnishBulls before, they're a really fun reusable static cling sticker and they come in a bunch of different designs. This one is really cute. I really like the toucan. I think I'm going to use these on the mice as well. But I do have a discount code if you want to get some stickers, which is just ME10, and that will get you 10% off. But I love these, I'm obsessed with them, I really like changing up the themes, and I think this time we're going to go for like a tropical theme. This one is really cute. Can we talk about the baby avocado? I think I might actually give this one to the rats. They do have a perspex space in their cage, which I can stick this to, so I think this will be a really fun thing to stick onto the rat cage. And this theme I'm obsessed with. I think this is my favourite one she's done so far because I love houseplants even though I'm not very good at keeping them alive. And I think this one is also going to go on the mouse cage too. She also sent me, which I'm really excited about, some name stickers for my new millipedes. As you know, I do have some name stickers on Orbit's enclosure. She's also sent me a couple of other designs I can try out for her, but she's also sent me some for the millipedes, so Magnum and Sclero, and I'm really excited. I might also give some of the tropical leaf stickers to the millipede enclosure because the base of it is really boring and brown and not interesting, so I think the name stickers on there with these kind of around the side are gonna look so cute. But yeah, thank you so much for sending them. I think I might put them on in a future vlog so you guys can watch, but I'm really impatient, I'm really excited. As I said, I do have a discount code which is ME10 if you want to get yourself some custom name stickers or any of the themes she does. These are just a selection, but she has many more themes which are also really cute. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what I bought. Thank you so much for sitting through my terrible hay fever voice. I'm going to go and suffer in silence now. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you in my next video where hopefully I don't sound like this. Bye guys!